Yo, what's good, guys? Your 2024 NBA champions defeating the Dallas Mavericks is the Boston Celtics for 2024. They have solely proved that they were the best team in the NBA. You can argue that if some teams may have made it farther than the Mavericks, that they'd at least bring a better competition or maybe even win it all. People argue, like, what if the Nuggets made it to the finals? That they would have. Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals in 5 games. I wanted the series to be a little closer, to be honest, but it was the Celtics to prove their worth. Went through that playoffs. They faced a lot of injury teams. First series, they faced the Miami Heat with no Jimmy Butler. Second series, they faced the Cleveland Cavaliers with until Jared Allen. Jared Allen was hurt. And then in the conference finals, they faced the Indiana Pacers with no Tyrese Halliburton for half the series. So you can argue that the Celtics had an easy run to the playoffs, but it doesn't matter. They got it done. And Jaylen Brown, all the players played their heart out, and they had a big defensive performances in the playoffs throughout the whole playoffs. Talking about this Game 5, the last game of the NBA Finals. Jaylen Brown had a really good game. I thought he played well throughout the whole series, and a lot of those series he played well. To give Jaylen Brown a lot of credit, he seemed like the top guy for the Celtics, not really Jason Tatum. Even though Jason Tatum, you would expect him to be the top guy, wasn't really him. Even though this game 5, he had 31 points. Give a lot of credit to Jason Tatum being able to close it out for the Celtics. And Drew Holiday, I thought it was possible that he could have won Finals MVP. But Jaylen Brown got it, well-deserved. It could have went either way. Drew Holiday, even though he wasn't big in the stat sheet, his defensive presence was there all the time. You'd always see him clamping up guys, pretty much holding them hostage, and not really allowing them to score too many points. And, I mean, he would give a good effort. It doesn't matter who he was guarding. You know, it's really hard to try to score on Drew Holiday. Tough cookie. And the whole Boston Celtics team, they shot threes light out throughout the whole NBA playoffs and the series against the Mavericks. They have so many good shooters. Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they could all shoot the threes. Kristaps Porzingis. I thought his presence alone was good enough to help prevail the Celtics in Game 5, even though he didn't do much. Played a little bit, and then he was taken out of the game. It didn't matter. The Celtics didn't really need Kristaps that much. They were able to do it on their lonely. But it's all Celtics worked their heart out. You got to give them credit, even though it was an supposedly easy playoff run, said by a lot of people. They worked their asses off, and they got the results they wanted, getting championships. Al Horford, well-deserved. He deserves it. He's been in the NBA for a long time. Finally getting that championship, good for him. And he's an NBA champion now, 38 years old. He's near the end of his career, so good for old Al Horford. Derek White had huge performances in the playoffs and in the finals with his blocks, his defensive mind, very intelligent player, and his ability to be able to get a lot of shots up and score consistently. It helped the Celtics go all the way. There were many games where he scored over 20 points, and not the other team could stop him, whether it was the Pacers, Cavs, or the Mavericks. You know, with him having hair and with him bald, way different. And for the Mavericks, they tried hard. Kyrie Irving, I think if Kyrie Irving was more consistent, that they would have had a better chance to get farther into the series. But to be honest, the Celtics know exactly what Kyrie Irving can do. They know how he plays, so they were able to scheme against him and to stop him and slow him down. So the Mavericks had to try to get somebody else going, but it didn't work. The Mavericks needed Kyrie. Luka Doncic did everything. Washington, he couldn't do enough. He's not that big of a scorer. Didn't have a good Game 5. He scored like 4 points. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the Celtics winning the championship. They got it done. I wish the finals was a little more entertaining, but it's all good. Boston Celtics now have the most championships in the NBA history. They clearly proved they are the best team with the regular season record and throughout the playoffs. They got the best depths, and that's what wins championships, is depth. You think about that old Brooklyn Nets team with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, James Harden. That team made it to the conference finals, but that team did not have great depth That's what it comes down to. The Mavericks, they didn't have great depths, in all honesty. Tim Hardaway Jr., he did not ball out. He was playing like hot garbage. Derrick Jones Jr. had some good games. PJ Washington had some good games. But it's not the type of depth you're looking for. Josh Green, hit occasional corner threes, but the Celtics clearly outmatched the Dallas Mavericks. That's all that needs to be said. That's all that was done. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Remember to subscribe. Doing a giveaway at 2K subscribers.